I'm going to try and keep this as professional as possible, but I have to tell you, I found it very hard to think that you could possibly surpass season one with how that was laid out with the writing and the comedy. But season two surpassed my expectations. It really is well done, and you have nothing but my utmost respect and love because this show's amazing. It gets better and better. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so
Oh,
nice
thank
of you
you.
to say. Thank you.
It's almost like you guys are bracing yourself for me to say something negative or something, but no. It's like, what's he gonna say? Is he gonna say
No,
something?
I appreciate when people, I actually love when people watch the thing. Like, I'm just so happy when people are watching it and loving it.
So one thing that did stick in my head was, did you have season two kind of already arced out before you got the green light, or was this something that you got the green light and you were like, oh bleep, we've got to figure this out?
Well, when I pitched the show, I had kind of like rough without, I didn't want to box myself in or box the writers in by having it too overly like plotted. But I did have season ideas. So I was like, this is chapter one and chapter, and I do have an idea, like a rough idea for season three, but it's not anything where you'd ever feel like it was broken on a board or in a position and like ready to be written. It was just like, this feels like the next thing that might happen to them. And then this feels like that might happen after that. Or, these are some areas of conflict that I feel like would take place in their life. And so, so it wasn't like a detailed map. It was more like maybe a maze on a placemat drawn by a child.
Anything to add, Jeff?
No, just I remember that. I remember those pitches when you actually had season 2 and 3 ideas, and those were long pitches. So you were very smart to get into to season 1. No, but I think what you're right, Meredith, is that you were very logistic about if this would happen, if they would go past this hurdle in kind of bringing their career back. I think you knew this would be the next hurdle, but they were big chunks and not the specificity of what these stories would be, but the big chunks. So it was not laid out, because I know you worked very hard.
I also just wanted to, because I just think that there's so much area of discovery that happens when you're in it. And I mean, even just like in the first episode when Paula's character blows her knee out, like that's ripped from life because Paula had to get her knee replaced. And so, a month or two before right as we first started writing, I got a call from her and it was like, oh, this is such a bummer. She has to get this done. And I felt so bad for her. And she was just like, yeah, no, I think I'll be fine. I'll just be able to you won't even have to worry about it on set by the time we're shooting. And we were all like, wait, but why wouldn't we write this into the show? It's the exact kind of thing that would happen to that life throws at you. And so it just felt like, and basically if we were really super anal about where season 2 was going from, before we were in the writing room, I feel like we would have closed ourselves off to opportunities. There was just something crazy in the finale that was very much like you had to have kind of like an improv approach to roll with it when it came our way. I won't give it away, but and so that, like, being able to open ourselves up to things that create interesting storylines, I wanted to make sure that we were able to do that.
Well, I just got to give props to Paula for just being such a team player to blow out her knee to give more material to the show. I mean, what the hell is going on with the rest of the cast? I mean, what the hell?
She was probably like, shit, what are we going to do in season 2? All right, I'll blow my knee out.
What's the most enjoyable to write? The dialogue on the show or those songs that are so outrageous that you can't help but just die with laughter?
I mean, I guess they're different parts of your brain. I feel like the jokes are, I don't know, they live in a different world. And then I feel like each song has its own rules, and you just kind of live in the world of the song and try to create the best version of it. But I don't know. I think like for me as just as a writer over the years, the songwriting has been like one of the coolest, like most fertile, fun things that I didn't expect would kind of come my way.
And you get to work with me when you do the song, as
And
opposed
I
to
get to work
those
with
all those nerds in the room. It's so cool to write music, right? It's so much fun. And I think Meredith is very good at it. I've worked with so many comedy writers who write lyrics, for the last like 30 years, and there are different levels of who's successful at it and who's not, and whose work you have to really shape. But Meredith comes in with jokes that live within lyrics and can still work as jokes, and I think that takes a lot to do it to really get good at that, and it scans nicely, and it often sings nicely, as opposed to like sometimes comedy writers who write lyrics, you can't get them to, it doesn't sing, but her lyrics sing.
Yeah. Also, I don't know what kind of like magic. I still feel like there's the magic of what he does. I mean, sometimes I'm on these emails and they get all technical and, within the music department, and it seems like a foreign language, but it's just like, I don't even know how he does anything. And then it comes back and it's beautiful. I'm just like, I'm in awe.
I have a lot of good help too. So that's really good, but very good.
That's why this is one of the best shows that are out there, streaming or not. And that's why it's doing well on Peacock. That's why the NBC execs that are listening in on this interview just announced season 3 right now. Let's just get it over with. I mean, it's going to be, why not? Let's just get on that right now.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. Season 2, it's getting better. Coming to Peacock. Check it out. Meredith and Jeff, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dewey. Good to see you.